Something extraordinary is coming on January 16th, something that could shake the foundation of your soul. On January 16th, 2025, the heavens will align in a way that hasn't been seen in years. The first Mars opposition of the year is on its way, and it's not just another planetary event. No, this is much more than that. A fierce cosmic battle will unfold, a clash of ancient forces that could awaken energies within you that have long been dormant. The red planet, Mars, fiery, unpredictable, and relentless, will come into direct opposition with the Sun, casting its power across the night sky in a way that will leave a lasting mark on our spiritual journey. This is no ordinary celestial alignment. It is a battle between two titanic forces, Mars, with its aggression, vitality, and action, opposite the Sun, the source of all life and light. For the first time in 2025, this cosmic duel will play out before our eyes. The Sun's energy, which typically represents clarity, warmth, and purpose, will be challenged by Mars, a force that symbolizes the raw, primal energy of willpower, action, and even destruction. As these forces collide, the energy they release will ripple through the fabric of the universe, and you will feel it too. But here's the thing. This celestial battle won't be isolated. It's happening right after the full moon, that powerful cosmic reset. If you felt that heavy, intense energy lingering in the air, you're not imagining it. The full moon has already set things in motion, acting like a cosmic reset button, activating a flood of emotions and energies within us all. But now, as Mars enters the scene in opposition to the Sun, those energies won't just fade away. They will combine and intensify, creating a surge of power that could either propel you to new heights or lead you into dangerous territory. This is an unprecedented moment, an alignment that offers a unique opportunity for spiritual growth and awakening. But, and this is crucial, you must approach it with caution. The aftermath of the full moon is still hanging over us, and now Mars adds its fierce intensity to the mix. This isn't just another cosmic event, this is a turning point. A rare cosmic window is opening, offering you the chance to tap into energies that could supercharge your spirit in ways you've never imagined. However, with such immense power, there's always a dark side. The risks are as real as the rewards. And if you don't understand how to channel this energy, it could lead to spiritual chaos. In this video, I'll show you how to navigate this powerful cosmic storm. I'll guide you through how to tap into this rare celestial power to awaken your soul, but I'll also warn you about the dangers that lurk within this cosmic alignment. It's not just about seizing power, it's about using it wisely. Mars energy is raw and aggressive, and if you aren't careful, it can pull you into conflict, restlessness, and spiritual burnout. But if you're prepared, if you know how to harness this energy, you'll be able to supercharge your soul and step into a new level of spiritual awakening. I know the thought of facing such a rare cosmic alignment might feel overwhelming, even a little scary, but this is the very moment you've been waiting for. The universe is giving you an opportunity to transform, to break free from old patterns, and to ignite that fire within you that's been waiting for the right time to burn. The energy of Mars in opposition to the Sun offers the perfect fuel for spiritual growth, but it also has the potential to consume you if you don't approach it with respect and mindfulness. Now, I want you to picture this. The sky above you, with the Sun's brilliance blazing in one direction, and Mars, fiery, red, and intense, glowing like a warrior ready for battle. The energy from both of these celestial bodies is now charging the very atmosphere we breathe. Can you feel it? It's not just a simple alignment, it's an invitation. The universe is calling you to awaken, to embrace your power, and to step into your highest potential. But there's a catch. If you don't understand how to use this energy, it could easily overpower you. So, how do you harness this rare cosmic event? How do you seize the energy that's about to flood your soul without being swept away by its intensity? That's exactly what we're going to explore in today's video. I'll walk you through the best ways to align with this cosmic energy, how to avoid the potential pitfalls, and how to supercharge your spirit in ways that will propel you forward on your spiritual journey. But before we dive deeper into the mystical and cosmic details, take a moment to like this video and share it with anyone who could benefit from this knowledge. You're not just sharing a video, You're sharing a powerful opportunity for spiritual transformation. And make sure you subscribe to Mystical Realms if you haven't already. You don't want to miss the upcoming revelations, and trust me, you'll want to be here as we continue exploring the vast, mysterious forces that govern the universe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an awakening moment. Now, let's dive deeper into this cosmic phenomenon and begin unraveling the mysteries of the Mars opposition. This is not just another celestial event. It's a battle of cosmic forces that will shape your destiny. And the first step in this journey is understanding what's about to unfold and how you can use it to transform your life. Stay with me, because the best is yet to come. The moment is nearly upon us. January 16th, 2025, will mark the moment when Mars stands in direct opposition to the Sun. As this rare cosmic event unfolds, the red planet, the embodiment of fire and fierce action, will align directly opposite the Sun, casting its fiery glow across the night sky in a way that we won't see again for a long time. And when I say this alignment will make Mars glow brighter than ever, I mean that literally. Mars will be at its most visible, its light piercing the darkness of space, sending waves of power and energy throughout the cosmos. But what does this really mean for you? For those of us attuned to the subtle energies of the universe, this isn't just another astronomical event. In the language of the stars, Mars at opposition is a signal, a sign of profound change, a flare in the heavens that calls us to awaken. It's a cosmic invitation to harness the energy of action, vitality, and personal willpower. In astrology, this alignment symbolizes an outpouring of power, energy, and momentum, a time when our drive, our ambition, and our ability to make bold moves are all amplified. As Mars, the god of war and strength, stands poised against the Sun, it's as though the universe is holding its breath. The Sun, the center of all life and light, is the perfect embodiment of clarity, of purpose. But Mars is the force of pure action, of will, of forceful energy that will stop at nothing to make its presence known. This battle, this clash of celestial titans, will create an energy unlike any other. It will be as if the universe itself is shouting at us to step forward, to act, to take risks, to confront what's been holding us back. But there's something deeper going on here. What makes this Mars opposition so incredibly unique isn't just the intensity of the energy, it's the timing. This opposition is happening right on the heels of the full moon. The full moon, that powerful force that has just completed its phase, leaving behind an echo of emotional intensity, is still casting its lingering energy into the world. This is no ordinary time. The full moon has already shaken us to our core, pulled at our deepest emotions, and now, as we move into this next phase, Mars steps in to intensify all that was unleashed. Think of it like this. The full moon was the spark, the trigger that set everything in motion. It was a cosmic reset, a time to let go, release, and recalibrate. But now, Mars at opposition is the floodgate that opens, releasing a rush of energy, power, and raw force. It's as if the universe is daring you to seize what the full moon made possible. The question is, are you ready? Can you step into this whirlwind of power and channel it for your own transformation? It's as if we are standing at the precipice of something grand, something potentially life-changing. Imagine it, the sun, a constant and unyielding source of light, standing at one end of the universe, and Mars, the embodiment of fierce will, opposing it from the other. These two forces, so different in nature, are now pulling at each other, creating an immense gravitational pull that we cannot escape. The energy is building, rising, swelling, and we are right in the middle of it. We are in the eye of the storm, and the only question left is how we will respond to this charged moment. In the sky, the red planet burns brightly, its light more intense than ever. You can almost feel its heat radiating down to Earth, calling you to awaken, to rise up, to take action in ways you've never dared before. It's as though the very air you breathe is charged with potential, with power, with the possibility of transformation. There's a sense of urgency in the energy. A cosmic clock is ticking, urging you to act now, to embrace this rare moment in time before it passes. Mars in opposition calls us to be bold. It challenges us to confront the forces that have held us back, to break free from the chains of hesitation and doubt. It's a time when you can no longer sit idly by, hoping for change to come to you. No, this is a time when you must reach out, take action, and seize the opportunity that has been placed before you. The energy of Mars at opposition is like a fiery wind, urging you to step into the unknown and trust your own strength to carry you through. But here's where it gets intriguing. Mars is powerful, but it is also unpredictable. Mars can empower you, yes, but it can also consume you if you're not careful. The very same energy that drives you forward with passion and purpose can also lead you into conflict, impulsiveness, and aggression if left unchecked. This is why understanding the dynamics of this celestial alignment is crucial. The energy of Mars is not to be taken lightly. It's a force that demands respect, one that can either elevate you to new heights or pull you down into chaos. So, as you stand in the center of this cosmic battle, you must ask yourself, what will you do with this energy? Will you embrace it, harness it, and channel it for your spiritual growth? Or will you let it overwhelm you, dragging you into the chaos of uncontrolled emotion and restless energy? The choice is yours. In this moment, you are at the heart of a cosmic intersection. The Mars opposition is more than just a celestial event. It is a cosmic challenge, a test of your ability to align with the raw, primal forces of the universe. It is an invitation to rise, to confront your deepest fears, and to step boldly into your own power. But it is also a reminder that the energies of Mars are not to be wielded recklessly. They are as powerful as they are dangerous. The universe is speaking, calling you to take action, to make bold choices, and to awaken your spirit to the infinite possibilities that are just waiting to be realized. But the question remains, will you heed the call? Will you step into this moment of cosmic tension and use the energies of Mars and the Sun to supercharge your soul? Or will you stand on the sidelines, unsure of which direction to take? The time for hesitation is over. Mars has arrived, and it is ready to ignite your spirit. The cosmic battle is unfolding, and you are at the center of it all. If you're ready to seize this rare opportunity, to harness this cosmic energy and supercharge your soul, then keep watching. But first, take a moment to like this video and share it with those who are ready to awaken alongside you. Subscribe to Mystical Realms if you haven't already. We're about to dive even deeper into this celestial event and uncover how you can navigate the spiritual forces at play. You won't want to miss it. If you felt the weight of the recent full moon, you're not alone. Its energy has been profound, undeniable, a cosmic force that stirs something deep within. Maybe you've experienced restless nights, heightened emotions, or a sense of urgency that you can't quite explain. The full moon is no simple celestial event. It's an ancient force, one that has guided humanity's rhythms and cycles for millennia. Its energy is powerful, like a tide that rushes in, pulling us in ways we never expected. And now, as we move past the peak of that lunar intensity, we are left with the echoes of its force, ripples that stretch out and reverberate through every part of our being. But here's the thing. The energy of the full moon doesn't simply vanish once the night fades. No, it lingers. It continues to influence us, often in ways we don't fully understand. You may have already felt it. The pull of unfinished business, the rush of emotions surfacing, or the feeling that something has shifted, even if you can't pinpoint exactly what. The full moon's energy doesn't just come and go like a fleeting shadow. It acts like a reset button, a reset that doesn't leave you the same. It's a moment of closure, a chance to let go of the old, but it's also a door that swings wide open, ready to lead you into something new. Now, here's where the cosmic intricacies of timing come into play. As we move out of the full moon's grasp, we're not heading into calm waters. No, we're stepping directly into the fiery surge of Mars. And the energy of Mars, well, it doesn't just mingle with the remnants of the full moon. It amplifies them. This is where the real power lies. It's as if the full moon, having acted as a catalyst for transformation, is now handing over the baton to Mars. The cosmic reset has set things in motion, but Mars is here to drive that momentum forward, pushing you in ways that will challenge you, awaken you, and demand that you act. But there's something even more intriguing about this moment. The full moon's energy is a bit like a seed planted in the darkness of the night. When the moon is full, It illuminates all that we might have been hiding, all that we've buried in the shadows. It reveals truths we didn't want to face, fears we didn't know we had, desires we've suppressed for far too long. And now, as we step into the aftermath, those seeds begin to sprout, not in the soft soil of comfort, but in the fiery terrain Mars provides. This is the moment when you must decide. Will you tend to those seeds, nurture them with the energy of Mars, or will you allow the fire to scorch them beyond recognition? The full moon's energy doesn't leave us gently. It lingers like a dream that refuses to fade, its presence lingering in the corners of our consciousness. It's a time of reckoning, a time when we're called to confront what has been hidden, to face what we've been avoiding. But Mars, now fully in play, doesn't care for subtlety. It's all about action, power, and pushing forward. The combination of these two forces, the lingering intensity of the full moon and the explosive, will-driven energy of Mars, creates a unique moment in time. A moment that will either propel you toward enlightenment or leave you floundering in confusion, depending on how you choose to navigate it. You see, the aftermath of the full moon isn't just about processing the past. It's about harnessing that energy and transmuting it into something greater. This is where things get mystical. When Mars enters the scene, it doesn't just meet the lingering energy of the full moon. It transforms it. The passion, the anger, the fear, the desire, the raw emotions that have been stirred by the moon, are now being shaped and magnified by Mars. But this transformation isn't passive. Mars doesn't wait for things to change. It demands change. It forces you to take action, to burn away what no longer serves you, and to harness the explosive energy for your own spiritual evolution. It's like standing in a storm of cosmic energy. The full moon has stirred up the winds, setting everything into motion, and now Mars is the lightning, striking the ground with raw power. The question is, will you be ready? Will you allow this energy to work for you, or will you be swept away by it? The spiritual awakening that's on offer here is unlike any other. It's the kind of awakening that burns away your false beliefs, your old limitations, and your resistance. It's the kind of awakening that demands everything from you, but in return, it will give you a glimpse of the divine fire that lies dormant within. But this is no easy path. There's a danger in this moment, an attraction to the destructive side of Mars. While Mars offers you energy and drive, it also tempts you toward impulsiveness, aggression, and rash decisions. The energy from the full moon, still lingering in the background, can pull at your deepest emotions, creating a perfect storm of instability if you're not careful. That's the risk of this moment, the risk of being consumed by the fire rather than harnessing it. But here's the opportunity. If you know how to navigate this energy, if you understand the delicate balance between the lingering forces of the full moon and the aggressive power of Mars, you can use this rare moment to supercharge your soul. This is the time for spiritual transformation, a time to rise above the turmoil and tap into the divine power that lies within. But it's not a power that can be controlled without effort. This is the fire that forges your spirit, the heat that melts away the past and shapes you into something new. The key to harnessing this energy lies in awareness. Awareness of the emotional landscape that the full moon has created, and awareness of the raw, driving force of Mars that is now at your disposal. It's about channeling that energy wisely, using it to fuel your growth rather than letting it consume you. This is the perfect time to take bold steps toward your spiritual awakening, to confront your fears head-on, and to embrace the changes that have been set in motion. But be warned, this is not a time to be passive. You cannot sit back and wait for the energies to do the work for you. The full moon and Mars are offering you power, but it is power that must be claimed, power that must be actively embraced. This moment, this rare alignment, will either be the catalyst for your greatest transformation or the beginning of chaos, depending on how you choose to engage with it. So, as you move through the aftermath of the full moon, ask yourself, how will you harness this energy? Will you allow the lingering intensity to guide you toward enlightenment, or will you let it drag you into the storm? The choice is yours. The universe is waiting to see what you will do with the power it has given you. But know this, the energy that is coursing through you right now is unlike anything you've experienced before. It's a power that can shape your destiny, if you are ready to embrace it. Before we dive deeper into how to harness this incredible cosmic energy, take a moment to like this video, share it with those who need to hear these words, and subscribe to Mystical Realms. This journey is just beginning, and you won't want to miss what comes next. Now that we've witnessed the storm of celestial forces gathering, the question remains: how do we harness this overwhelming cosmic energy, this storm of raw willpower and illumination, and channel it into something transformative? How do we not just survive this moment, but use it to fuel a monumental shift in our spiritual journeys? The answer is not to resist, not to shrink back in fear from the enormity of the cosmic energies at play. No, the key is to lean into them, to embrace the full force of Mars' vitality, while staying grounded in the center of it all. This is your chance to step into a new chapter of your spiritual evolution, to take what the universe is offering and use it to ignite your soul. The first step is to ground yourself. In the midst of all this cosmic intensity, you might feel yourself being pulled in many directions: emotions, desires, fears, and hopes, all swirling around you like a whirlwind. This is exactly the moment when grounding becomes essential. Without grounding, you risk being overwhelmed by the powerful energy around you. You might find yourself caught in the storm, tossed about by the very forces that are meant to empower you. But when you stay rooted, when you connect with the earth beneath you, something magical happens. You tap into the deep, steady rhythm of life itself, a rhythm that will guide you through the turbulence of the moment. Find a quiet space, somewhere that feels sacred to you. Sit or lie down, whatever feels most comfortable, but make sure that you are connected to the ground beneath you. Feel the earth beneath you, its firmness, its stability. As the energies of Mars and the full moon swirl above, you must connect to the stillness below. Close your eyes and imagine yourself as a tree, your roots extending deep into the earth, anchoring you to this sacred ground. Let your breath flow deeply and steadily, feeling each inhale as a moment of connection with the earth, each exhale a release of tension and uncertainty. Once you've grounded yourself, it's time to open yourself up to the cosmic energy that is rushing toward you. And this is where Mars comes in. The energy of Mars is not subtle. It's not quiet. Mars brings with it a surge of power, of vitality, of fire that pushes you to act. And right now, that energy is flooding the universe, pulling at your very core, urging you to rise, to step forward, to claim your power. But this energy is like a flame. It can either warm you or burn you, depending on how you channel it. That's why it's so crucial to direct it with intention. One of the best ways to align with the energy of Mars is through meditation under the stars. Find a place where you can be under the open sky, where the moon and the stars bear witness to your inner work. If you have a window that faces the sky, even that can be a powerful space. As Mars moves into opposition with the sun, its fiery energy will be at its peak. And when you meditate beneath this cosmic alignment, you can amplify your connection to it. Don't just sit in stillness. Feel the pull of the energy as it moves through you. Imagine that the light of Mars is pouring down onto you, infusing you with its fire, its courage, and its raw power. Picture this light running through your body, igniting every cell, every fiber of your being. Let that energy burn away any doubts, fears, or hesitations you've been holding onto. But Mars is not just about fire and power, it's about action. And in this moment, you have the opportunity to take bold action in your life, to step into the fullness of who you are. If you've been hesitating, if you've been holding back from making that big leap or decision, now is the time to move. The energy of Mars won't wait for you to get comfortable. It pushes you forward, urges you to make that choice, to take that step. Whether it's in your career, your relationships, or your spiritual path, this is the time to move with intention, to take bold action that aligns with your deepest desires. If you truly want to supercharge your soul with the energy of this cosmic moment, I highly recommend working with specific crystals. And there are two that stand out above the rest for this occasion: carnelian and red jasper. Both of these stones align directly with Mars energy. Carnelian, with its fiery red hue, is known for its ability to stimulate passion, creativity, and motivation. It's a stone that encourages you to take action, to push past fear, and to tap into your primal energy. When you hold carnelian during this time, It will serve as a powerful amplifier of Mars energy, helping you channel that surge into your spiritual and physical being. Hold it in your hand as you meditate or place it on your body, and let it absorb the heat of Mars and direct it into your soul. Red jasper, on the other hand, is a stone of strength, endurance, and vitality. It is the ultimate stone for grounding and stabilizing your energy, especially when faced with overwhelming forces. If carnelian represents the fiery spark of Mars, red jasper is the steady flame that ensures you don't burn out. By working with red jasper, you will not only connect with Mars' fiery energy, but you'll also ensure that this energy is channeled with focus and purpose. Together, these stones create a perfect balance. Carnelian ignites your passion, and red jasper helps you sustain it. Use them in tandem, and you'll find that the energy flowing through you is not just powerful, it's sustainable. Now, with these tools at your disposal, your grounding techniques, your connection to the cosmic energy, and your crystals, you are ready to seize the cosmic energy and use it to supercharge your soul. But remember, this energy is volatile. It's powerful, yes, but it can easily turn destructive if it's not handled with care. You must keep your intentions clear, your focus sharp, and your heart open to the wisdom that this moment can offer. This is not just about personal power. This is about spiritual growth, about stepping into your truest self and embracing the fire that burns within you. As Mars energy floods into your being, be mindful of how it manifests. You may feel a surge of creativity, a sudden burst of motivation, or even an overwhelming urge to take action in a new direction. This is the time to follow those impulses, but don't rush. Let the energy guide you, but don't let it carry you away in a reckless tide. Move with intention, move with purpose, and know that you are being propelled forward by the forces of the cosmos themselves. This is your moment. This is your time to rise, to step into the fullness of your power, and to transform your life. The energy is here, the cosmic forces are aligned, and it is now up to you to channel that power and supercharge your soul. The universe has opened a door. Are you ready to walk through it? Before we continue, take a moment to like this video, share it with others who are ready to awaken their souls, and subscribe to Mystical Realms. The journey is just beginning, and together, we will continue to explore how to harness these cosmic forces for our highest good. Don't miss out on the awakening that awaits. As powerful as the cosmic energies that are swirling around us right now, there's something you must understand. With great power comes an even greater responsibility. Mars, the god of war, the fiery red planet, offers us a surge of vitality, action, and drive. But that same energy that can lift you to new heights of spiritual awareness and transformation also holds the potential to consume you if you're not careful. This is a moment of immense power, yes, but it's also one filled with peril. And if you're not mindful of how you engage with this energy, you could find yourself on a path toward aggression, restlessness, and even spiritual burnout. There is an undeniable pull right now, a force that urges you to act, to move forward, to push past any limits you've placed on yourself. The surge of Mars energy is like a rushing river that seems to promise everything you've ever desired. Strength, speed, progress. But it's also a river that can drown you if you lose your way. The energy is intense, and when it surges unchecked, it has the power to turn into something destructive. It can make you feel restless, impatient, and ready to lash out at the world. It can fill your mind with a hunger for action, for accomplishment that becomes all-consuming. You may feel the urge to fight for what you believe in, to fight for your place in the world, to fight against everything that feels wrong. But in doing so, you risk losing yourself in the chaos of that fight. Mars energy is raw. It's unrelenting, and it can feed your darker impulses if you're not careful. It can amplify negative emotions, anger, jealousy, frustration, resentment, until they take over your life. You may find yourself snapping at others, engaging in arguments that drain your energy, or pushing yourself physically and emotionally to the point of exhaustion. And what's worse, you may begin to burn out spiritually. Instead of using the energy to grow, you'll be using it to fight battles that don't serve you, to channel that raw force into conflict instead of transformation. You see, Mars doesn't discriminate. It will amplify whatever it touches. If you're filled with doubt or fear, it will amplify those too, pushing you into a spiral of confusion and frustration. If your mind is already filled with unresolved tension or anger, Mars will fuel that fire, pushing you into a state of agitation and aggression. The fiery energy that could otherwise serve as a source of empowerment can turn toxic if left unchecked, and that's the risk we face right now. This energy, while offering the potential for spiritual awakening, can also leave you spiritually depleted, emotionally drained, and physically exhausted if you allow it to run rampant. So, how do you navigate this cosmic storm without being consumed by it? The answer lies in balance. This is not the time for excess or overextension. Mars is pushing you to act, yes, but that action must be purposeful, not impulsive. Don't rush into things without reflection. Don't give in to the urge to push forward just because you feel the pressure of the moment. Instead, use this time for introspection and reflection. This is a moment for deep, meaningful personal growth, not for unnecessary battles that will only drain your energy. Take time to pause. Ground yourself in the stillness of the moment. Reflect on what truly matters. Ask yourself, where do you need to take action in your life? And where do you need to pull back and allow space for inner growth? What are the areas of your life that need your attention? And what are the things that no longer serve you? Things that, if left unchecked, could lead you into conflict or confusion. By tuning into your inner guidance, you can avoid being swept away by the reckless currents of Mars energy and instead use this time to plant the seeds of positive change. Avoid engaging in unnecessary arguments or power struggles that will drain your energy. There's a subtle but powerful temptation right now to engage in conflict, to defend your beliefs, to prove yourself to others. But don't fall into this trap. Mars is pushing you to prove something, but you don't need to prove anything to anyone, least of all yourself. Now is not the time to fight battles that aren't yours to fight. If you find yourself in a situation where conflict seems unavoidable, step back, take a breath. Refuse to engage in unnecessary drama, and instead turn your energy inward, where it can truly serve you. This is also the time to avoid overextending yourself, both physically and spiritually. Mars energy is intense, and it can make you feel like you need to take on more than you can handle, to push through obstacles, to keep moving forward regardless of the cost. But if you push too hard, too fast, you will only burn out. You'll find yourself drained, exhausted, and disconnected from your own spiritual center. The true power of Mars is not in sheer force. It's in knowing when to act, when to move, and when to pause. This is a time for rejuvenation, not conflict. This is a time for inner healing, for growth, for rest, not for reckless pursuit or endless striving. Remember that the energy of Mars, while powerful, is a tool, not a weapon. If you approach it with respect and intention, it can be a force of great transformation, pushing you toward your higher self, igniting your passions, and giving you the strength to face your fears. But if you misuse it, if you allow it to consume you, it will burn you out and leave you weakened. You are the one who determines how this energy will manifest in your life, whether it becomes a force for empowerment or a destructive torrent that carries you away. As we move through this cosmic moment, remember that this is your journey. You have the power to choose how you respond to the energy of Mars. Will you use it to fuel your spiritual growth, to rise above the chaos, and to transform your life? Or will you allow it to drag you into unnecessary conflict and confusion? The choice is yours. And remember, the universe is always watching, always ready to support you in your decisions. But it's up to you to guide your own path. As we continue to explore this rare cosmic event, take a moment to reflect on your own intentions. Are you using this energy to grow? Or are you using it to fight battles that don't serve you? If you feel the pull of restlessness or aggression, take a step back. Center yourself. Focus on your growth. Protect your energy. Before we continue on this journey, take a moment to like this video and share it with others who might need this guidance. Subscribe to Mystical Realms if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. You don't want to miss the upcoming insights that will help you navigate this cosmic event with wisdom and clarity. The journey is far from over, and there is much more to explore. As the heavens shift, the energy of the Mars opposition is not a one-size-fits-all experience. It is a force that will touch each of us in deeply personal ways. This rare alignment will affect us all differently, depending on the unique energies of our birth charts, the blueprint of our soul's journey. The stars have always whispered to us in subtle tones, but now, as Mars faces off against the Sun, its roar is impossible to ignore. The question is, how will it reverberate in your life? What cosmic reflections does this alignment offer, and how can you use this moment to evolve spiritually? While Mars' fiery intensity will touch everyone, the way it manifests in your life depends on where this energy intersects with the story of your existence. If you know your astrological chart, you can begin to understand how this moment will impact you. For some, it may ignite long-dormant desires, hidden ambitions, unspoken dreams, or suppressed passions. For others, it might trigger long-buried fears, uncertainties, and insecurities that have kept you from fully stepping into your power. No matter how this energy strikes you, one thing is certain. Mars will push you to confront whatever you've been avoiding, to stare into the face of your deepest fears, and to finally take action. Think about it for a moment. Where have you been holding back in your spiritual journey? What doors have you been hesitant to approach, unsure if you're ready to step through? Maybe it's a part of yourself you've kept hidden, afraid to let it shine. Maybe it's a new path, a new direction in your life that you've been too afraid to pursue, worried that the cost of change will be too great. The Mars opposition is here to strip away that hesitation. Its energy, like a cosmic fire, pushes you to take bold steps, to take risks, to open those doors that have long remained locked, simply because you were too afraid of what might lie behind them. The forces of Mars are relentless, pushing you forward with a drive you may not even have realized you possessed. It's like a great cosmic wind that sweeps you off your feet, urging you to move beyond your comfort zone. This is the kind of energy that shakes you awake. If you've been stuck in indecision or fear, Mars will confront you with the truth. It will show you exactly where you've been holding yourself back, and it will give you no choice but to confront it. It's not a gentle push. It's a cosmic shove that demands you rise. But here's the thing. The energy of Mars is not always kind. It can be harsh, sharp, and unforgiving. You may feel its presence as an intense, almost overwhelming urge to act. It's a push that could feel like too much at first. Perhaps you'll find yourself feeling restless, anxious, even irritable. But this is the moment when your deepest desires and your darkest fears meet at the crossroads. Mars doesn't come to soothe you. It comes to shake you free of everything that's been keeping you from your true power. And sometimes that's uncomfortable. Change isn't easy. Growth isn't always gentle. And if you can find the courage to embrace this moment, to surrender to the energy rather than resist it, you will find that on the other side is the version of yourself you've always been destined to become. Mars invites you to confront the boundaries you've set for yourself, those limits that have been keeping you in a state of complacency. What have you been telling yourself you can't do? Where have you been afraid to go, spiritually or emotionally? What parts of yourself have you refused to acknowledge, let alone embrace? Mars doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't want to hear your doubts. It doesn't want to listen to your hesitations. All it wants is action, and it demands that you take that action. Now, this moment is not just about external change. It's about inner transformation. Mars pushes you to stop hiding from yourself, to stop pretending that you don't have the strength, the courage, or the wisdom to take that first step. Whether you're being called to step up in your career, take your relationships to a deeper level, or step fully into your spiritual path, this is the time. The energy is ripe for breakthroughs, for the kind of growth that happens when you finally release your old fears and trust in your own power. But it's important to remember, the energy of Mars isn't one to be wasted. This isn't a time to rush ahead recklessly. It's not about charging forward without thought or direction. Mars gives you the energy to move, but you must direct that energy with intention. This isn't a time for mindless activity. It's a time for calculated, purposeful action. Mars will push you, yes, but you must be the one to harness that force. You are the one who must decide where to direct it. When you face your fears and finally take the leap, you'll realize that the energy you've been waiting for was always inside you. Mars just came along to help you see it. So, take a moment. Reflect on where Mars is calling you in your life. What parts of yourself have you been hiding away, too afraid to bring to the light? Where have you been holding back, waiting for the perfect time? Mars is not waiting for perfection. It's pushing you toward your destiny, one bold step at a time. The question now is, will you take those steps? Will you dare to cross the threshold that has been holding you back from the life you've always dreamed of? This cosmic event is a rare opportunity to shake off the dust, to leave behind the old versions of yourself, and to rise into something new. You are being given the power to embrace the full force of your potential. This isn't about waiting for the world to change around you. It's about changing your world, taking ownership of your path, and using the energy of Mars to propel yourself forward into new possibilities. Before we continue, I invite you to pause and reflect on your own journey. Where are you being called to take action? What parts of your life are you ready to change? Embrace the fire within you and let it guide you toward your highest potential. If this message resonates with you, take a moment to like this video, share it with those who need this insight, and subscribe to Mystical Realms. We're just getting started, and there's so much more cosmic wisdom to come. Now, the time has come. The cosmos has aligned. The fiery forces of Mars are surging through the universe, and this rare Mars opposition stands before you, offering an unprecedented opportunity to step into your power. This moment is not just a blip on the celestial calendar. It is a defining point in your spiritual journey, an energy shift so profound that it can transform your path if you allow it. But this power, this vast surge of vitality and action, comes with a weight. It is a force that demands respect, attention, and intention. This is not a time to stand on the sidelines and hope that change will come to you. No, this is your moment to take control, to channel this cosmic surge and supercharge your spirit in ways you've never thought possible. As we stand at the precipice of this celestial event, ask yourself, what is it that you truly want to manifest? Mars is here to help you burn away the fears, doubts, and limitations that have held you back. It is here to give you the strength to rise above, to act boldly, to embrace the energy that's been sitting dormant inside you, waiting for this exact moment. But with such power comes responsibility. Mars will push you to take action, but be careful. It will amplify whatever you direct it toward. If you focus on your fears or your doubts, it will only fuel them. If you focus on your growth, on your desires, on your inner power, it will fuel that as well. The choice is yours. Do not be blinded by the intensity of the moment. This is not just a time for action. It's a time for reflection. It's a time to look deeply within and ask, where have I been holding back? What doors have I been too afraid to open? Mars will give you the courage to step through them, but you must first choose to walk forward. This cosmic event is a doorway to a new version of yourself, one that's bolder, stronger, and more attuned to the divine forces that govern the universe. Will you step through that door? Or will you let fear hold you back? Remember that the energy of Mars is a gift, but also a force of nature. It will shape you, it will drive you, but only if you are willing to surrender to its power. The risks are real: aggression, restlessness, burnout, but so are the rewards. This is your chance to rise, to claim your space in the universe, to step into the fullness of your soul's potential. The world is waiting for you to take your place. The universe has provided you with a rare moment in time, an alignment that will only come around once in a while. How will you use it? This is a time for courage, for boldness, for action. But it is also a time for wisdom, for knowing when to pause, when to reflect, when to ground yourself in the stillness before you make your next move. The energy of Mars is not for the faint of heart. It's a fire that will either forge you into your highest self or burn you out. The key is in how you channel it. Will you harness this power for good? Will you use it to ignite the flames of your transformation and soul's purpose? Or will you let it consume you with reckless haste? If this video has resonated with you, if you felt the call of the cosmos, don't forget to hit that like button. Share this video with anyone you know who is ready to tap into the power of the universe and supercharge their journey. And most importantly, make sure you subscribe to Mystical Realms so you don't miss out on any future cosmic insights. The universe is always moving, always shifting, and so should you. Turn on notifications so you'll be the first to know when the next celestial event arrives. We're just getting started, and there's much more to discover, more to awaken. This is your time. This is your moment. Step into the power of the cosmos, embrace the energy of Mars, and let your soul soar. The universe is ready for you. Are you ready for it?